Grahak Sathi 17 February 2024, Volume 4, Number 32. Beware of the high sugar in tomato ketchup or sauce. Be mindful when consuming tomato ketchup or sauce. One of the most favorite and widely consumed condiments in India is tomato ketchup or tomato sauce, whether it is in homes or in restaurants. It is an essential accompaniment to samosas and chips, etc. And children eat it even with roti or bread. It is like for its sweet and spicy taste. It is easily available, affordable, and has a long shelf life. Tomato sauce or ketchup is also available in small packages, including single serve pouches. Packaged tomato ketchup and tomato sauce are similar products. Both names are used interchangeably in India. Both are prepared by blending tomato juice puree paste with sugar, salt, vinegar, spices, and other ingredients. Tomato sauce for specific use, such as for pizza or pasta, is normally called pizza sauce or pasta sauce and not just tomato sauce. Is tomato ketchup sauce nutritious? The main ingredient is tomatoes, which contain lycopene. Lycopene is an antioxidant and has anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, and anti-diabetic properties. However, packaged tomato ketchup sauce is a highly processed food which is high in sugar and salt. Therefore, it should not be considered a good source for lycopene. It is primarily consumed for taste. CERC Taste Tomato Sauce and Tomato Ketchup brands. Considering the wide consumption of tomato sauce and ketchup, we decided to test several brands for their salt and sugar content, presence of artificial colors, and total bacterial count. Higher consumption of both salt and sugar is harmful for health. Artificial colors can be toxic. The total bacterial count indicates if there is any microbiological contamination which can make the food unsafe for consumption. We tasted 9 brands of tomato ketchup and 3 brands of tomato sauce. Important things you should know. RDA for sugar. As per the dietary guidelines by National Institute of Nutrition (NIN), Hyderabad, the recommended dietary allowance RDA per day for sugar for a balanced diet for adults with sedentary to moderate activity is 20 gram to 30 gram. RDA for salt. As per National Institute of Nutrition (NIN) guidelines, the per day recommended dietary allowance RDA of salt, sodium chloride, is not more than 6 gram day, equivalent to 1 teaspoon of salt or 2400 milligram of sodium. What is a high fat sugar salt HFSS food? According to Food Safety and Standards Authority of India FASSI guidelines, a food product containing salt more than in 100 gram 1.5 gram 600 milligram sodium is considered a high salt product. Sugar more than in 100 gram 22.5 gram is considered a high sugar product. Fat more than in 100 gram 17.5 gram considered a high fat product. Always check the nutrition information on package label to know if it is a high fat, sugar or salt food. Avoid buying packs that do not have this information. Also avoid buying packs of high fat, sugar, salt HFSS foods, as you can exceed your ideas when you consume them. How much salt and sugar do tomato sauces and ketchups have? For the 9 different brands of tomato ketchup and 3 different brands of tomato sauce that we tasted for salt and sugar content, presence of artificial color and total bacterial count, this is what we found. Salt content. Out of the total 12 brands studied, 3 brands did not mention the salt sodium content on the label. You should avoid buying such brands. Salt in all 9 brands of tomato ketchup range between in 100 gram 2.12 gram and 4.4 gram. Salt in the 3 brands of tomato sauce range between in 100 gram 1.62 gram to 3.39 gram. The salt content makes all of the brands tested high salt products as per FSSAI guidelines. Salt more than in 100 gram 1.5 gram. However, the serving size on package label is usually around 10 gram, 1 to 2 spoons. The RDA of salt is not more than 6 gram day. Hence, if you are consuming a small quantity like a couple of spoons of sauce ketchup, you can limit your salt intake from it. The key is to watch your serving size. Sugar content. One brand did not mention the sugar content on its label. Avoid buying such brands. Sugar is all 9 brands of tomato ketchup range between in 100 gram 16.37 gram to 30.13 gram. Sugar in the 3 brands of tomato sauce range between in 100 gram 19.85 gram to 22.18 gram. One brand had sugar content of in 100 gram 16.37 gram, which is moderately high. All other 11 brands had sugar content of more than in 100 gram 19 gram, out of which 4 brands had sugar higher than in 100 gram 22.5 gram, making them all high sugar products. It is recommended to watch your serving size and the quantity you are eating to limit your sugar intake from ketchup or sauce. For people watching their sugar intake, sauces and ketchups are avoidable. Artificial color. None of the 12 brands contain any artificial color in their products. Total bacterial count. All 12 brands of sauce ketchup tested did not have any bacterial yeast or mold contamination. Tips for consumers. Follow the tips given below to make sure that you buy a product which is suitable for your taste and health needs. You should never avoid reading the label when choosing a tomato ketchup or sauce to buy. Make sure that you look at the label for ingredients and nutritional values. Compare different brands before buying. Check the ingredients list. Make sure that all the ingredients are natural, not synthetic. If you are looking for a good ketchup, look for key ingredients: tomato paste, essential spices, vinegar and sugar. Compare brands and choose one with more tomato content and less sugar. Check the label for caloric value. It is recommended to select a brand with less than 100 calories in 100 of ketchup or sauce. Compare brands when buying and select a brand which has low sodium salt content. Also see that it is low in fat. Tomato ketchup sauces come in many varieties: regular, no onion, no garlic, sweet and spicy, etc. Some may be higher in salt or sugar than others. Choose according to your taste preference, but always read the nutrition label to make sure that you are not compromising your health with a high salt or high sugar variant. Some brands make various health claims such as low fat, low sugar, or no added sugar, etc. Always check the nutritional facts table to know the actual sugar content, as the claims can be very misleading, especially for people with diabetes. Check for storage instructions. Some products may need refrigeration after opening, while others can be stored at room temperature. Store the product according to the manufacturer's recommendations to ensure freshness. Always check the expiry date or use before date while purchasing. If you are use tomato ketchup and tomato sauce frequently, buying in bulk or large package may save you money. Just ensure you have proper storage for larger quantities. Before trying a new brand or product, read reviews from other consumers to get an idea of the taste and quality. Editorial team: Chairman CERC and Torch Praful Amin, Chairman CERS Walter Vieira, CEO and Executive Editors Uday Mawani, Associate Editors Anusha Iyer, Rashmi Goyal, Editorial Assistant Meena Bathwi. Address: Consumer Education and Research Center, 802 Grahak Suvidha Kendra, Sakar 2, next to Ellisbridge Police Station, Ashram Road, Ahmedabad 380006. Phone number 079 35337262. Email address complaints@cercindia.org. Helpline number 1800-233-0222. Dhwani Mudran Shanta Mehta Digital Talking Book Library, Anjan Mandal, Vastapur, Ahmedabad 380015. Voice over by Anal Dave.